Hello, everybody, and welcome to a little Friday edition of Monarchs Mocha. Dan Vaughn with you. Glad you're along as we come your way from the winter home of our show, the Hot Stove Show. Of course, the Monarchs live show we do, but we are in Texas today. A few minutes late, I had to run back. Actually here doing a doctor's appointment today. So anyway, I'll take your questions and comments. I got several things to get to. I'm gonna get you caught up. I mentioned this. Um, I guess I mentioned this Wednesday during the broadcast, also on the show Wednesday as well. We didn't have a show yesterday, but I did expect moves, and we've got moves, and it's not crossed the association's site yet, but we have a move. Um, a trade was made by the Monarchs last night or overnight, and it's going to be on the transactions today. As a matter of fact, I spoke to Joe Capietra last hour. So I know that this thing is a done deal. But let me bring this down here on the show. But Monarchs have acquired Jake Mathis. He'll be in town tonight. He's actually flying from Milwaukee into DFW to Love Field, which is the other airport here. He'll be arriving here this afternoon, about an hour or so, and heading to join the club. Jake most recently with Milwaukee. Going to fit that rotation piece, perhaps. You may recall the name. Now, walk with me here. I've had two run-ins with. I say run-ins. In 17, the week before I was hired in Kansas City, I actually helped facilitate his contract, get it sent out for him when I was in Gary. Fast forward 2 years later, Joe actually acquired him and then traded him as well back to Gary. So there has been that in the mix as well. But he has been here before, but not in it. Never played for the Monarchs / T-Bones. Most recently, St. Paul, Milwaukee. Let me give you the numbers. A little give a background. You may again, it's a name that you may recall if you follow this league long enough, and I'll get you the details and all that too because there's more to it. First off, before I get to those numbers, let me give you this quickly here. Um, the trade also included a trade, and let me double check because it's not actually pulled up here, but I want to make sure I get this correct here. The Monarchs had traded Anibal Sierra. So Sierra was traded for Mathis and a player to be named later, which we do believe will be the rights to a young man named, if I can find it for you, Ryan Newell. Uh, that he's not Ryan Newell is not on the roster, but he is the rights to Ryan Newell, who was on the inactive list in Milwaukee. So basically, it's Sierra for a player and one to be named later. The player is Mathis. To be named later is the rights to Newell, who is not with the ball club. So let's kind of get that sorted out for you there. This will be on the transactions this afternoon. Sierra. And really what this does is open up a couple things. You had a lot of bodies in the mix in the infield, with Darnell Swinney now basically being placed in the infield now, even though he's listed as the outfielder earlier. Swinney in the mix. This also opens the door up to get an opportunity, more opportunities for Morgan McCullough. McCullough, perhaps Ramsey Amato also probably what it does is move McCullough into your spot at short. Grotjohn seems to be set at second. With Swinney at third. This moves Romano back into a utility role, I would think, in all three of those positions. What it also does, it creates the room eventually when Kevin Santa comes off the inactive list to also be in the mix as well. But remember, he's on the inactive list. But Sierra, again, traded yesterday overnight. And again, Jake Mathis will be with the club tonight. He'll be in uniform. I expect to see Mathis tomorrow night. He'll probably piggyback behind Schaefer tomorrow night in the ballgame. So that gets you all kind of caught up in the latest news for the Monarchs. So I will take your questions on this. If you have questions on it, fire away. I will take them here on your Monarchs Mocha for your Friday. I had big plans to have this shot perhaps out about in Texas, but because of it actually rained this morning in Dallas. It's a real random June rain. It wasn't thunderstorms. It was a rainstorm, like a normal spring shower, winter shower you get. It felt like, thought it was freaking March around here. I was like, what? But I had a doctor's appointment. Thus, I didn't get a chance to go, hey, Tim, good to see you out there. Made up. You're doing well. And again, I think this is a situation for Joe, and we're going to talk about it tonight on the top step of Joe Capietra, dealing from a strength to fill a strength. I think it's no secret this club has a lot of bodies down there that fit that infield core. This creates a little bit of a log. There was a log jam. This opens up more opportunity. And where you needed help because your bullpen's been heavily used is the bullpen. And Mathis will become one of those guys that can be used in the bullpen. He's also started. I would imagine what you'll see, this is just a guess, and I'm looking forward to catching up with him today. He probably slides into the fifth role, perhaps down the road. But and that also comes in the heels of the move on Tuesday, where we had Patrick Mincy, sorry, Cody Mincy. Patrick's my mate, who's his brother. You guys may know Patrick, former Cleveland Railroader. He'll be out here this weekend, but his brother Jacob is with obviously joined the club on Wednesday, pitched on Wednesday night. So you've added a couple of arms here and a couple of guys that have been in this association Atlantic League mix as of late, and that provides a lot of depth for you. I think that's the key down there. More numbers on Mathis here. Most recently, Milwaukee this year, he was 1-0 in 2 starts, 3.75, 12 innings, 14 hits, 5 earned, couple of walks, 6 strikeouts. Last year for the Milkmen, he was 4-2, 6.81, 15 ball games. That was all in relief. He only made 1 start. He's been primarily, though, a starter. St. Paul in 19 for the champion Saints, 8-4, 5.42 in 83 innings. The Milwaukee stretch as well. He spent some time in Milwaukee that year as well, but mostly in St. Paul. 18, we saw Mathis during the championship series in 18 of 9-8, 4.10. Prior to that, he was in Gary for 20 games, had a 3.86 there in 20 2/3. I thought it was 32 2/3. A young man who went to Angelo State, is in San Angelo, Texas, and the Lone Star Conference. Also spent 2 years at K-State, pitched for the Wildcats in 13 and 14, Southwest Missouri State as well for a year, and then he finished up at Angelo State. Again, it's Jake Mathis, and it's spelled Mtthys, and so Mathis joined the ball club, and we'll get that in the roster for you, but that is the news today. You gonna grab the half the lamp. You like that? Yeah, I'm looking forward. I actually have 2. I wish I'd have brought them out. They're actually packed for the drive over to Cleveland today. But I've got the KC cap I wore in Sioux City, and I got the one that Rob Riggle was wearing in his picture with Mahomes. Did you guys see this? Do I have that picture handy? It's on. I think it was on Facebook, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was on our Facebook page. I almost pulled that picture up. Let me see if I've got that. But yeah, that's the cap I brought. Let's see if I've got that picture to pull up for you real quickly here. But yeah, so yeah, I'm I can find it here. I believe there's a photo at pretty sure somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Let me pull it up for you. Let me pull this up for you. This is actually it. The hat I brought is this hat. Put this in the screen for you guys. Here it is. So yeah, let me pull this up for. This is the one I brought that I'm going to be wearing as well this weekend until I hit the barber on Monday. I haven't hit my barber in a while, so here we go. This is the one that I got to wear for this weekend. There you go. You guys remember that? Y'all seen this? That's the one Rob's wearing in the background with him and Mahomes. That's the one I'll be wearing. And that's a good looking lid. It's the two-tone, it's the red. It's with the white KC, the navy bill, and the white backing. It's kind of the pin. We call it pinwheel, I guess, in the baseball terminology. It's a pinwheel, but it's fitted, looks good. Loving that lid. And I'm also wearing the KC throwback one. We've not worn those yet, but I'm wearing that and wore it, broke it out there. Good to see Nate out there as well. The voice here at the ballpark. Yeah, the KC wood is sweet. It is sweet. Yeah, that's the look, mate. That's the look. There you go. So that's the look I'll be throwing down this weekend. So anyway, all right. Again, the trade, in case you missed it, it was Anibal Sierra for Jake Mathis and the rights to Ryan Newell. And I don't know a lot about Newell. I did look him up just for curiosity's sake. I looked him up. I was in the doctor's office, actually. A former Marlin farmhand. Most recently was at Mazatlan and with Sussex County in the Frontier 2 years ago. He pitched a winter ball this last year, made 9 appearances in Mazatlan. Was there a year before, 13 appearances. He looks to be more of a bullpen piece. He saved 19 ball games for the Miners 2 years ago. So I think, again, Joe loading up, putting guys, he's got a lot of guys that back into the bullpen that can do some things. Diaz still your guy, but you've got to, if you get Newell, you're going to get it somewhere. If he ever again, he's on the inactive list, so I don't know what that situation is. But if you ever get him, you're going to have some more depth in that back in the bullpen. You can never have enough bullpen arms, as we're learning right now, right? We're learning that right now. So I'll give you a chance for some questions on the trade and give you some updates. Was a very nice Wednesday. It still feels like it was Thursday, but nice one as we the highlights.
Hit out toward right field by Mike Hart, still going. Long run. That's going to be bouncing off the 409 out there. Hart. There's one hit out toward right.
Nice play at third base right there. The highlights from Wednesday night, and a couple more here.
There's one hit out toward right field by Mike Hart, still going. Long run. That's going to be bouncing off the 409 out there. Hart will race for 3. Here's a relay throw to third base, and they got him. There you go. Field leads. Liner left side, base hit, little broken bat that just got past the diving Miocheski to 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit that'll score 1 run. Rounding third is Hernandez. He will score. Willis, an RBI single to tie it up. 2 ball game. Here's one down the right field line toward the corner. That ball is going to be out of here. See you later. Line shot home run on the T-Mobile Home Run Hill. A looping liner for Ryan Grosjean. Leg kick, runner goes. Hit out towards center. Field drifting back, still going. He will track it down, leaping at the wall. He's there. Carolina. Inside missing, throw to second base as Gillespie's on his horse. He steals a base. 1-1 to Willis. Rolled at first baseline, slowly rolling, and Willis will reach. He does. Infield single. Ebert. 1-1 to Willis. Rolled at first baseline, slowly rolling, and Willis will reach. He does. Infield single. Ebert's the real deal. Here's one high out toward right field. At the warning track, at the wall. That ball's gone. Home run Hill. See you later. And for the second night in a row, a Monarch is hit 2.
And that pretty much was the highlights. I guess I should have probably said that your highlights from a win, a good news highlights right there. But yeah, that was the highlights from the other night as the doing a live show here, sweetheart. What's going on? I hear these tippy toes, but I can't see anybody. My wife was really crawling behind me to grab something off the printer. Just walk by. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah. Other night, what I don't have for you, and I probably should have pulled it up, was the fine work for Baker. Baker, by the way, was the first pitcher to go 100 plus pitches this year, and he finished the tank. And what was great, the awesome strikeout, the show of motion. Dylan Baker, he's had a couple really solid starts. I would say, with obviously Eric Stout going tonight and Baker, that's not a bad 1-2 punch. And quite frankly, it's a pretty solid 1-2 punch, I would think. And I think you've got to be encouraged with what you've seen from those two this week, despite the ups and downs of the ball club. But a lot of highlights there. I thought it was interesting. This didn't happen but one time last year, 19 season, where a Monarch / T-Bone went twice in a ball game deep. It's happened 3 times already. Happened back-to-back nights, Tuesday, Wednesday, and also on the 19th May. My guess is, only a guess, it'll probably happen a couple more times, if not 3 or 4 more times this year. This team's got power and power to all fields throughout the card. I mean, you don't sleep. I mean, you sleep on Guerrero, well, there comes Grotjohn. You sleep on Grotjohn, well, here comes Casey. Colin Willis has shown his ability to go deep. Hernandez's home run 2 Sundays ago was the Target parking lot. I mean, this club has got some pop, and you're going to see that again. So that's all part of it too. All right, let's look forward to tonight. Tell you what we've got going on over at the depot at Cleveland Station. It's going to be a airtime for us tonight. First off, your pitching matchup. It's going to be left-hander Eric Stout placing Fairchild. Pair lefties. Fairchild making his first start of the year. Has been in 6 ball games of relief. ERA of a 4.50. Again, making a move of the rotation. Michael Marriott will go tomorrow for them. Looking forward, in the series. And then they've also got the lefty Gunn going on Sunday. For Kansas City, just the rotation pieces going forward. Tomorrow, Schaefer gets the start, and probably behind him, it'll be some combination, we believe, of Mathis, and then probably maybe Robinson Martinez. But the bullpen will back up Schaefer after the first couple innings. And then also to see Ken Moore, right? Hey, your grandson did something pretty impressive the night, and he had the line shot and the one up the hill, and it was the 3rd time this year Monarchs gone deep twice. It's so good to see friends and family out there, and Kenneth, good to see you out there. Where are you watching from, Kenneth? Are you out in Arizona or somewhere else? But let them know where you're watching, and I hope you listen to us. I love to get to know the families. I made some great relationships that we all have in Kansas City with our players and their families, and really great to see you out there watching us. But yeah, Ryan went deep twice. But more of the rotation for Kansas City, again, and then on Sunday, it'll be Nick Travieso going for KC, off day Monday, and we should slide back into Baker on Tuesday over in the Gary's house, Arizona. Well, there you go. There you have it. He's out in Arizona. Like me some Arizona out there. That's always a great place, man. It's a different kind of hot, right? Well, it's what we say in Texas. It's a different kind of heat. Of course, here it's. I mean, Arizona can be 120, but it feels like 90. Where in Texas it's gonna be 100. In Texas it'll be 90. It feels like 120. Yeah, it's the same thing. Different kind of heat. But no, good to see you out there, Kenneth. I hope you'll listen to us tonight on the broadcast, and we'll talk a bit about that right here. Wrap up my Mocha right here. We're going to head out and head over to Cleveland here. But yes, tonight, airtime 6:40. They go on at 7:06 first pitch here. We'll move it back to 7:40. So actually, 30 gives us an extra minute of the pregame show tonight. Top step of Joe Cafabietro. That'll be, of course, tonight. We'll catch up on the trade news and all the just in general. The team arrived about 9:30 to Texas. They left last night at midnight out of KC. They arrived in the DFW area. If you're not familiar with Cleveland, it's 30 minutes south of downtown Fort Worth, the DFW Metroplex. It'd be the southwest corner of the metropolitan area of 8 million people. So it's way down the left side, Johnson County. But they arrived there, about an 8-hour drive from KC, arrived about 9:30 this morning. They'll be at the ballpark 3:30 bus. They'll be at the ballpark 3:45. It's around the corner, really. Cleveland's a small town. But on the air at 6:40, Joe Capietro's comments, top step. Around the association, brought to you by your Midwest Ford dealers. Have that for you as well. Your Monarchs flashback, that's brought to you by Coors Light. We'll have that for you. I'll bring some Monarchs 101 for you tonight. We'll bring not debut, but bring out some 101s we did tape this week to talk about the Monarchs history and legacy. Looking forward to all that tonight. Get you set up for the broadcast. We'll air on Mix LR at 6:40 Central Daylight Time. For you folks out west, you're not on Daylight Savings Time. You're on is that 4:40 for you, or is that 5:40? Always forget how it works. And Arizona doesn't do get daylight savings time, right? So you guys are just 1 hour behind us. It's hours. In Vegas is 2 hours. Is that right? Mountain time? I think that. I don't know. Central time, I'm trying to be Mr. Time Zone guy here, and I'm kind of losing it here. But 6:40 tonight. The link right here as well. Put the link for you folks on the screen quickly before I let you go. Thought I had it up there. I guess I don't. 2 hour. Okay, I am wrong. I'm gonna see. I know Arizona, kind of like Arizona-Utah border is Mountain Time, Pacific Time. And of course, I've spent a lot of time in West Texas, and right there in Lubbock, across the border into New Mexico, is Mountain Time, but West Texas is still, except for El Paso. El Paso is Mountain Time. I knew it flipped somewhere out there, but I know California's Pacific. I know Vegas is 2 hours behind because I love me some Vegas. But anyway, let me get you all the link here. Let me put this on the chat here for you. Here is the link to the broadcast tonight. There we go. It's up there for you. A couple of reminders, too. At 3:30 today, the American Association site, go to their Facebook page, and Carter Waddell will have his daily look around the association, kind of give you a look around last night. We'll give you that as well tonight a bit on our broadcast, give you caught up with that on the association numbers. But Carter does that at 3:30 Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that'll be coming up on Facebook Live for the association. I'll come your way around 6 o'clock for the depot. I'll give you starting lineups, any other news and notes for you then to make sure everything's all as we believe it is. And I'll give that to you at 6 o'clock right here on Monarchs Pregame Live at 6 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock in Arizona, in California, 5 a.m. in Perth. That makes it 8 a.m. in Sydney. Makes it 10 a.m. in Auckland. See, I'm showing off now. I'm just showing off now, right? In London, that makes it midnight in London. TT is ahead of Army 6. Yes, I've been watching a little bit of that too. I'm been listening to that on the radio. Thank you very much, Mom. Recom Tech. All right, we'll see you guys in the broadcast tonight. Monarchs in Cleburne, a big one, I think. It's the first of a 6-game road trip. You'll have to come down here and get on a nice winning way. There's a division ball game and a chance to really, I think what you're going to see here is an opportunity for this club to circle the wagons and get going forward. There's a lot of good things happening. It just hasn't all come together. If you've ever played blackjack like I have, and I've talked about this before, it's an analogy. You get a lot of good cards, but they're just kind of out of order. You're not getting the blackjacks and the 20s. You're getting 16s and 17s, and you're getting some good cards. You're getting the aces, but the dealer's showing an ace as well. You know what I'm saying? You can split the aces against the ace and lose two. That's what you're getting. You're getting some really good hands, or maybe poker hands, some decent poker hands, but the dealer right now is out dealing you. That's going to change. I think you're going to start seeing that change. And I think this is where it's going to start. This road trip's a big one. So looking forward to getting going tonight from Cleburne's Depot. All right. We'll see the broadcast tonight, 6:40 Central Daylight Time, 4:40 in Arizona. Go Monarchs. We'll see y'all then.